What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we bring to you some of the world's best athletes. And on top of that, we got one of the best NFL draft series on the internet. That being said, let's get to the meat and potatoes. I have this guy. He is a University of South Florida legend. From Jones High School over in Orlando, Florida. This guy has accomplished a lot in his college football career. Just naming a few things. In 2023, he was a third-team All-ACC award winner. He got 2023. He was a Boca Raton defensive MVP. That's right, folks. He's one of the best DBs in this year's draft. He also set the USF record with 224 interception return yards on 5 career interceptions. He also hit his 138th interception return yards in 2020, which is second all-time on the USF season chart. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to know the man beneath the helmet, and that's none other than Daquan Evans. How you doing today, man?
I'm blessed, brother.
Yes, sir, dude. I'm blessed too, just to have you on the show. As we were talking a little bit before, I was at the UTSA game, didn't quite go your guys' way, but you were flying to the ball, man. And they're such a dynamic offense, man. And you were doing your thing, man. So ever since then, bro, I've been a fan, and I was like, man, a couple months, I got to get this young man on my show. So thank you so much again, dude. Take us from the beginning, man. Where are you from, man? And what was it like growing up?
I'm from Orlando, Florida. We labeled as West Orlando. I grew up in a poverty neighborhood in Orlando, Florida. Raised by a single mother. It wasn't too well for me. Just my main goal growing up was not trying to be a product of my environment. So football was one of the key ways to keep me being that product of my environment. So, yeah, that's me.
Absolutely, man. Well, dude, you're a tribute to your generation. I wasn't raised in Florida, but I lived quite a few years out there, man. And dude, keep doing your thing. You have no clue how many young people out there in general that you're inspiring just by the work you put on the field and even off the field as well. Take us from when you first fell in love with the game of football, man. What was that moment like for you, man?
I started playing football at the age of 8 because of my cousin, my big cousin. He basically taught me the game. I used to be in the backyard of my neighborhood in full shoulder pads, going head up with you could say, teenager. And I was 8 years old, so he probably was in high school at the time. He was teaching me the ins and outs of the game because he seen I had the ability. I was probably like one of the fastest cats in my neighborhood. And I was already tough just growing up in a poverty neighborhood, so that just come with it. And ever since then, I just ran with it. Then I ended up playing my first year. I played with a couple older cats. I played on like Pee-wee, 10-year-olds and stuff. So ever since then, I've just been addicted to football.
Man, I tell you, that's how it starts. You know, I think the 101st person I've had on this show, man, as far as like, you know, on his way to being a pro athlete. And that's how it starts, man. They put you with the older kids to see how you line up, man. So looks like it worked out well for you, man. Very cool. Man, what was your aha moment, man, when you realized, like, man, I am not your average football player, man? What was that moment of epiphany for you where you realized that one day you could be in the NFL?
In college, probably this year, where I knew I probably had a great opportunity to be able to play at the next level after probably this season, just showing like the things I was able to do, just switching up my style of play, and the coaches that trusted me and the different schemes we had for me to prevail as being a cover guy, being able to tackle, being a zone coverage guy, and also being able to blitz, as we know. The one game everybody go off the Alabama game, I probably showed scouts that this guy can also line up as a defensive lineman and pass rush. So probably this year was the year I noticed, like, yeah, I got a shot to go play at the next level.
Man, I couldn't agree more, man. You know, it's crazy when you have guys who come from, say, a smaller school. I mean, USF isn't super small, but a smaller school compared to Alabama. Sometimes the stats really dwindle, man, and you balled out. You balled out, my friend. So congratulations. You know, Alabama, they're going to come prepared every single week, man. So congrats on that. And all the other games you did your thing in too. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the best barbecue in the state of Texas, The James. Now this barbecue is in 4 delicious flavors, and they got some of the best dry rub in America. Guys, if you live in the state of Texas, in any HEB, you can now find the best barbecue in Texas on the shelves. No matter where you're at, all around the world, you can take and place an order down below right now in the description of this video. And guess what? It gets the Doug Smith cosign. Because, hey, y'all know, I don't play when it comes to barbecue. Place that order right now. I want to take and ask you, man, what ultimately led you to USF?
I had a couple offers. I had like 15 plus offers. So I had the opportunity to go Power 5, but the main reason that kept me close to home, I'm going to say my son. Yeah. Being close enough to my son, being able to be there for him. And I'm not going to give it away. Coach Charlie Strong and his staff at the time for my freshman year, they played a big role. So just playing for African-American head coach, that was the main goal for me, having African-American DC and just being around a lot of brothers and just being home in Florida and like an hour away from my hometown. So that was a big role into me staying in Florida.
That's amazing, man. No, it's very important, man, to have that factor of relatability and stuff. Somebody you could truly connect with, someone who understands you as well, too, you know, kind of thing. So, and that's awesome, man. And salute to you for being close to your son, man. That's huge. Sometimes guys, they have a kid and this, hey, I'll see you when I see you kind of thing, man. So that's dope that you're in his life, man. That's awesome. Yes, sir, man. Now you go over to USF, you choose the number 0, man. What led to that? What's the importance of that number?
The number 0 got I guess cleared to be able to be worn and like during COVID year. Yeah. So I had number 10 my true freshman year. But I really wanted a single digit. That's what I was used to. I was gonna get. But I heard 0 is open, so I just got number 0. And I get this question a lot, and they be like, I got like 0 things on my mind when I'm on the field. So that's why I got the number 0.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I find that story is different for everybody, man, you know, so man, so that's pretty cool, man. You mentioned a little bit earlier, man, like, dude, I can blitz. I could go into multiple different coverages, man. I want to ask you, who are some players that you model your game after when it comes to football?
I wouldn't say really nobody. I try to be myself, but it is some people I like to watch. I'm going to say Devin Witherspoon, the DB, rookie DB from Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
I like Winfield, the safety from the Bucks, the way he can tackle and play, you know, free safety, boundary safety, and be able to cover and cover ground. And it's another guy, too, that can tackle. He played for Washington. I think his last name was like Carr, number 31. He was a good tackler in the back end. So I say those guys. And I'm going to say my homeboy, Kirby Joseph, too, just because we play ball with each other. And we got similar abilities. So I'm going to say Kirby, too.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. You mentioned you could be using a multitude of ways, man. Is there a preferred scheme that you feel that helps you feel makes your defensive abilities pop a little bit more? Do you have like a favorite scheme of yours?
Or? I wouldn't say I have a favorite scheme because I have over 4 DCs over the last year, so it never was like I had that one set scheme for multiple seasons or whatever it may be. I always had a different scheme, so I never been settled into just one. But I prefer one to let me be versatile, having to help me to be a great role player for our team and being able to help us let my ability help us contribute to a win. Yeah, so it don't matter to me.
Love it, man. You're a Swiss Army knife, it sounds like, man. So you got teams out there. You know, I always shout out to Coach Brian Flores. He's a defensive coordinator for the Vikings, and he'll draft guys like yourself, man. And who knows? It could be the team that selects you, but they'll pick up guys like yourself who can do like 5 different things, man. You could play that safety. Okay, this coverage for this package, we're going to have you man up. You could be in the nickel. You could be like a Brandon Jones who used to play on the Dolphins. He's on the Broncos now, and he was a blitzing safety. He was blitzing all the time, but they would drop him back in the coverage. He's getting interceptions, man. So I could definitely see you somewhere in that realm for sure, man. It's pretty cool. Kind of a non-football question, man. I had Evan Anderson from FAU. He's an NFL draft prospect. Went to Jones High School as well. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah, that's my boy. We played with each other.
Good people, dude. Good people. I like asking this question, and I love Orlando so much. I still kept my 407 number, man. What's your favorite food spot in Orlando?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Gringos. Then
Ooh,
say Gringo is a taco spot. Then one of my little league coaches called Jesse Real Shack. He got a nice spot out there. I'm gonna go with she's like a mother to me called Soul Food Spanish Fantasy, her spot, and my family cooking. Yeah, that's my favorite food.
that's awesome, man. The soul food place you just mentioned, Soul Food Fantasy. Next time I go back home, probably later this year, I'm gonna pull up there because Evan had mentioned that too, and in his interview, same question I asked him. So good to know. I like King Cajun on North Mills Avenue. It's a Cajun spot. Um, there's just so many. I mean, you could go on and on. A lot of great Jamaican food out there too, man, for sure. Awesome, man. With DBs this year, man, we look at the receiving core, and it's probably the deepest receiver core that I've seen probably in the last decade or more. I mean, there's a lot of good receivers in here, man. What's your mindset, man, when you going up? Because you got that DAWG in you. You got that dog, and you don't play for Georgia. Man, what's your mindset going up against some of these guys, man? We all know some of the bigger names like to chirp a little bit. So what's your mindset, man?
Win. Like mindset versus receiver is winning because we both got a goal and objective for this game, and each rep we trying to win so we can help our team win and bring back a win for us. But it's always winning, but you still gotta understand the game. That God just as talented as you. So at the end of the day, you gotta use your ability, your help around you, just so you can win that rep each and every play. So
Love it,
just win.
man. Love it. I love it, man. And with the DBs in this draft, man, what do you feel that what is something that gives you the edge over other defensive backs in this year's draft?
You just said it. I'm a dog and I'm versatile with it. And I just feel like I'm just a humble cat, just willing to work and just like the film will speak for itself. No matter what level of ball I played at, I played versus the highest of the big schools and showed what I can do versus them. And even at people where they call the low level, it's still talent all over. It don't really matter. End of the day, if you got talent, you have talent to showcase on the next level. But I say I'm a dog, and you can't take that out of somebody. They're a dog, and I got heart. So
It's awesome, man. You look at your stats, man. It's so well balanced across the board. Let's say small school, big school, you're balling. They call your name and you are balling, sir. What are some things that motivate you in life, man?
um, I get this a lot. Really, losing my mom at an early age, losing childhood friends, just really, just having flashback, just remembering like where I come from and how far I done came and all the things I done beat. So that's really just how I am. I just think about those things to keep me going, keep me motivated, and just think about a lot of good people I met in my life that have been able to groom me into different ways, showing me how to treat people, how to basically live life, how to move, and how to be a man and how to handle things. So I'm just blessed for all that. So yeah.
Yeah, man. And before I go on to my next question, deepest, deepest condolences for your beloved mother. Very, very sorry for your loss, man. That being said, in the loss of a parent, man, it's probably one of the most painful things that a person can take an experience. To ask, who are some people that, if you could maybe name drop a person or two, that who are some people help for you to get to where you are today, man?
I'm gonna say family and friends. Major shout out to my freshman year coaching staff, Coach Charlie Strong. They probably the first coaching staff I ever had in my life to show up to like my mom viewing. To show like, and I came to school. I was a mid year, and like I think like in our spring I had a good spring, and they showed up to me and so, to support me and my family. And I haven't played a down of football for them yet, so that showed like a lot of respect that I earned their respect at a young age, and they just showed me like what type of man they were, and I always have love and respect for them for what they done for me to just keep me level headed throughout my career, throughout my freshman season, and just my family and friends and the ones I met along the way just always keep me motivated and going just to stay on the right path and not go backwards and make the wrong decision and end up somewhere else. knowing I can be able to get to the next level. So yeah, it's a whole team, family, friends. Yeah.
Dude, that's deep, man. Thank you for sharing that with me, man. It's amazing that the people like, though you may not share the same bloodline, y'all got the same spirit. And when it comes to caring for people, man. So, shoot, I know I just met you. I'm beyond proud of you, man. Like, give you a hug, man. Like you're doing great work, man. Man, what's your name is called, man? And you step into that locker room, man. What are some of your goals year one in the NFL?
Obviously to get on the field, but main thing I always taught, you come in a new room, it's a fresh start. Basically earn your respect throughout the whole organization and just, play your role and exceed at whatever role you're given and try to be the best version of myself every day. Like however it may be out, special teams, on the field, starting, just being the same person every day and not just showing them that I'm blessed enough to be here, that I'm blessed and grateful for the opportunity and, protect. I'm basically branding myself, just getting my brand out there so everything could play out well for us.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. And then, man, one of my last questions here today, man, NFL teams, they do an abundance of interviews, man. So I'm grateful to have the opportunity to, share your story with the world, man. But for NFL scouts and teams wanting to learn a little bit more about Day, man, what's something you want them to know about you that perhaps they may not know already?
I'm a normal person, but I'm a dog on the football field. I like football. I love football. And just whoever gave me the opportunity, get the best of me, the best version of myself, and go from there.
Love it, man. I love it. Hey, you let your actions speak for itself, man. So, dude, thank you so much, man, for coming on the show today, man. I truly appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, watching this interview, comment below. Let us know how this interview made you feel. Also, I'll have all his social media stuff down below in the description of this video, so you could give him a follow and get inspired. This young man has been through some things that not the average person has went through, but no matter where you come from, what walk of life you come from, man, he has a story that can give you goosebumps on your arms and motivate and inspire you. Day, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Before you go, any shout outs, man?
Go Bulls.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. I brought the hat today, man. Appreciate you guys. We'll see y'all next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Have a blessed day. Thank you for watching another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.